Hello, everyone. I am Rahul Prasad. Uh, I am an ex-SAP, overall 13 years of experience in recruiting, marketing, management, and onboarding. And I'm working with talent team from last 6.5 years. Well, that's about me. I wish I could say hi or introduce myself on the video, but Bangalore weather is not good. I'm running on a very thin bandwidth, so apologies that I could not make it on the video. Yeah. Now, without wasting much time, let me take you through the agenda, why we are here. Okay. So today we will talk about skill matching, right? Skill matching in talent acquisition. You know, what it is, how does it work, right? Benefits of the feature, like basically, if at all you are looking for enabling the AI features of recruiting in success factors, what are the benefits? And who will get benefited basically. So we have those roles as well that are going to get benefited and how they are going to get benefited, right? Then we have a short demo of the career site where some part of the skill matching sits, and then we have the recruiter site, which is the ATS, right, where some part of the skill matching sits, and then we will be able to tell you how those are interconnected. Okay. Then we will just quickly let you know about the prerequisites and configurations that you need to have in the system, the areas basically where need to look at before you enable the artificial intelligence in recruiting. What are the limitations and considerations? And if at all you have any questions, you can ask through the chat, right? And we will be happy to answer that. Okay. So now moving on to the first thing, what is skill matching, right? So now, because we are talking about success factors recruiting, right? There are two aspects that are coming in picture here. You would find skills on the candidate's resume, right? And on the other side, you will find skills that are required for a job in the job description, right? And also, in the skill section that is your talent intelligence hub. That's where you define your job profiles and what skills are required for each of the job profiles, right? So these are the two aspects of it, right? Now we are talking about matching them. Okay. Basically, you have a job, it requires certain skills from the candidates, right? Now this particular skill is going to be matched with the candidate's resume, which contains the skills. And in further demo, we will see that how this is going to be done and how does it help the recruiters, right? So that's basically skill matching, to align these skills and competencies for a particular job, and that enables you to basically take the skill based decisions rather than looking at a candidate's background, rather than looking at candidates experience, or looking at candidates certain details, right, that might kind of induce some kind of bias, right? What we are saying that you are purely looking at the candidate's skills, right, and then making a decision whether this is the right fit for your job or not. Yeah, so that's in short skill matching. Where does it work? It works on the career side from the candidate's view, right? And the second part is it works on the recruiter side as a success factors recruiting, that's the ATS in the recruiter's view, right? And we will show you how, because I can talk about it, but a short demo would help you more to understand what we are talking about. Yeah, so let me get into the system. Okay, now here. Okay, so this is our test system. We have set up some test data over here to help you understand the artificial intelligence skill matching, right? Now let's start with a story. So I'm going to recruiting first of all. Okay. So let's start as a story so that you understand it better what we are talking. So now we spoke about two things, right? First one is that there are skills in the job, and the second thing is that the candidates has resume which has the skills, right? So let's look at one of the test job first, planning and scheduling manager. Okay. I'm opening this job. So that first thing we will look at where this particular skill is sitting. Okay. Now let it open. So this is a sample job, right? Now here you can see that there is a job description, right? Let's have a quick look at this job description, right? Okay. Now here we are looking for a planning and scheduling manager. Okay. There are certain key responsibilities that are listed over here. Okay. And below that, we are talking about that We are looking for someone with a solid background as a UI5 developer or a similar role, right? And fantastic if you have strong portfolio showcasing the completed projects, right? If you're skilled in SAP UI5, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and other web technologies, that's a big plus, right? So we're looking for a manager with certain key responsibilities that's listed on the top. And we are also saying that these are certain other skills, which basically if you have, that's a big plus. So this job description contains, from top to bottom, this job description is containing certain skills and competencies that we are looking for in a candidate, right? Now, that's one thing. Okay. So in the old times, what was happening basically, recruiter was placing this job description over here, then going ahead and posting this job, right? That's what they were doing. But now with AI, there are two things that have come up. Okay. Sorry. Let me move this at the bottom. Okay. First one is, you know, first one is enhanced job description, right? So this is again supported by AI, right? So if I click on enhanced job description, whatever you have pasted over here as a recruiter, right, that will get enhanced. I've already enhanced it for now, right? But imagine that you have pasted a crude job description, right, which has certain sensitive words, which are not inclusive, which are basically, inducing some kind of bias, right? So that particular, those kind of things, right? This AI, if you click on enhanced job description, what it will do is basically, on the left-hand side, it will show you your current job description. Okay. And on the right-hand side, it will show you your AI generated, job description. So you can see that as of now, it's same because, I've already enhanced it, but I hope you get the idea here, right? This one will have your crude job description that you have pasted. On the right side, AI will tell you that we are enhancing this job description to make it more inclusive, to remove the biases that are, kind of present in this particular job description. If you click on accept, that's your new job requisition, right? So that's what it will be, your new job description, sorry. Yeah. So that's one thing that has come through AI, and all your skills are already present in the job description. Now, second thing is basically managed skills. Okay. Now let me click on managed skill. Yeah. Now, if you see here, it is already taking some 14. So if you look at this number, right, where does this number come from? It's already taking these skills from the job requisition description. You see here, SAP UI5, strategic management, communication, project planning, right? All these things basically, it is taking from the job description, right? And it is presenting over here. That means for this job, candidate has to have these primary skills. So, these are the primary skills that we are looking for. Now, there are two options here, search skills or suggest skills. If I click on suggest skills, right, AI will look at, your skill taxonomy that you have defined into your system, right? And it will suggest you more skills. It also is giving you a source here that you can see. If you look at this, there is a star, right? Source, that means from where this skill, why AI is suggesting this skill, and from where, from which source, right? If I click on this one, see, it's saying this skill is suggested based on skills you have previously added in managed skills, right? That means you have done something previously, you have added something in your, skill taxonomy, right? And from there, it is basically suggesting you some skills for this kind of job. But if I look at other skills, adaptability, if I click on this, it is saying this adapting phrase is coming from your job requisition. You see here, the skill is extracted by AI from the job description, where we have spoken about adapting to something. And it is saying that it is occurring at this sentence, see how smart it has become, it is saying that because you have this phrase in your job description, right? And it is occurring at this particular stage, the system is recommending that you can go ahead and add adaptability as a skill, you know. So then it's on you, based on these suggested skills, it's on you as a recruiter, whether you would like to add these skills to the job description or not, right? For now, let's assume that we are good with the 14 skills that's present, and this is what we are looking for in a particular candidate, right? Done, nothing to do. Let's move on with the story. This description is good, skills are good. We have posted this job to the external career site. Okay, let me take you there. Okay, so now the next step in the story is basically we have posted this job in the external career site. Yeah? So the internal site and external site as well. Okay, now let me copy this link. This is our external career site. Again, this is our test site. Okay, talent team, right? We have entered some content over here. We have some test job requisitions posted over here for the demo, right? Now, this is our career site. So up to now, we were on the recruiter's view, where recruiter has done certain tasks on the job description part, on the manage skill part, managing the skill part. They have posted this job. Recruiter's task is done, right? Now this is the candidate's view. Okay, we are switching to the story into the next, character, candidate's view, right? Now here, this is a simple looking website that we have. The candidate is coming to this particular website. They're getting to know about talent team, right? They have option to join the talent community. They have option to search the job by keyword, search the job by location, right? And they have certain other details about talent team. By the way, this content, this data is absolutely true. You can have a look in Ravenintel, at Ravenintel or Glassdoor for our company, right? And these all data is absolutely true about, I can go on and on talking about my company, right? But let's stick to the story. Yeah. So we have option of search by keyword, search by location, right? Now, me as a candidate, let's take an example. Me as a candidate, I'm looking for a manager job. Okay. So what I'll do, I will go the old way, right? This is the old way of searching jobs by keyword and location. I'm looking for a manager job. Doesn't matter any location. Let me click on search. Yeah. Now here, two jobs have been displayed to me as a candidate, right? Now my keyword was manager. I can see that planning and scheduling manager is coming in the search, which is good. But there is another job, UI5 developer is also coming, right? That means this job also has a manager keyword somewhere in the job description. That's why it got matched and it is showing to me. Now imagine this is just two jobs, right? In my test instance, imagine a company which has 100 jobs or maybe more than multiples of hundreds of jobs posted on their career site. A candidate goes and searches by the keyword manager, they will get somewhere around 50 to 55 jobs as a manager, right? Now that's a tedious thing. Me as a candidate, what I'll have to do, I'll have to click on each of this job, identify where do I fit. I know my resume, I know my skills. Now I'll have to click on each of these jobs because that's what has matched with the keyword, right? I'll have to click on each of this job manually to identify where do I fit, and that's a really tedious job. That's where, my candidate experience is going down. Yeah. So let's say even if it is 20 jobs that has resulted in this particular list, right? Because of my keyword search, if I'm taking even 2 minutes to look at the job description, look at the responsibility, trying to, analyze in my mind whether I fit for this job or not, even if it is taking 2 minutes, 20 jobs easily, it will take me 40 minutes, right? Cut it short, 30 minutes. That's not good, right? I've come here looking for a job. 30 minutes only to find a suitable job. I will bounce away from this career site and might never come back. So one of the potential candidate, company has lost it then and there, right? That's the experience. That's the negative experience candidates are getting, and they will bounce away from your site. They will not come back. So what will happen? It has a ripple effect. Very less candidates are engaged in your career site. You are not getting enough applications, you are not getting enough candidate profiles into your system for talent pools, right? Ultimately, you will have to choose from whatever is available, right? So your pool is weak, your applications that you are receiving are not much, so you have very less option to choose from, right? So that basically, and that's on and on, right? It has a ripple effect. You won't get a good employee, right? A proper, suitable employee for the role because you chose from a limited number of employees. Productivity will be less. A lot of time will be gone in training them for the new job, etc., etc. Right? Now here, let me show you. another way, the new way of doing things, right? This was the old way, right? Which basically gave me a negative candidate experience. Now let me show you the AI skill matching part here on the candidate side. Now what I've done is basically I've clicked on this skill matching, you know, clicked on get started. All I'll do is basically, just drop my resume here. Okay. And let AI do the job for me. Okay. So I don't need to look at that. I don't have that much time, right? Now, the moment I loaded my resume, the system says that you're based on your resume, these are the skills that we have found, that's present in your CV or resume, right? Now I'll click on view jobs. So basically the AI is going to tell me that based on these skills, what are the best matching jobs that are present into the system for you. I click on view jobs. See here, just one, right? Now imagine there were 100 jobs. My skill will be matched with the skills present in the job description. The top 5 or top 10 best matching jobs will be given to me with this particular assurance that your skills have matched with these job requisitions. Now I know that all these 10 are suiting to my profile. Okay. And I can basically now look at these 10, and whichever I feel the best match, I will apply to that, right? As easy as that. Now, looking at this, I'm a candidate. My experience is so good. I will talk about your company, that, what, I went to that particular website, XYZ company, and the experience of application is so good. The job search experience is so good. They have this latest feature, which is based on AI. So it's word of mouth and it spreads. So now looking at this, a lot of people, they will get to know. The words travel a lot faster. They'll get to know that this particular company, their candidate experience is really good. And if candidate experience is good, that's a notion that their employee experience also will be good. They are basically working on providing an experience rather than, just hiring a particular person and, putting them into a particular job, right? But let's get back to the story. So what I'll do, this particular job has matched my, skill. I am really interested in that. I read through it and I find that this is good, right? Here at the bottom, it basically says that, it is going to a next level. It is saying that the job is looking, that particular job has key skills that are these. You are matching 9 skills out of that, which is really good. Now I know that I am a strong match. This particular job is looking for somewhere around 14. Out of that, 9 skills are matching, right? So I am kind of a strong candidate for that. I would go ahead and click on apply. Yeah. Now here, the system will ask me to just quickly fill up my profile. So I will fill it up. I'll create an account. Let me create an account quickly, a new account. Yeah. Okay. Provided my password. Just bear with me, please. I'll just do this quickly. Okay. Accept. Create an account. Okay. Now in the next phase, I'll be quickly asked to fill my profile and then I'll apply the job. Yeah. So I'll upload my CV, load on device. Profile information is already there. Yeah. So just taking it from my resume. I'll just enter my mobile number, a dummy mobile number. This is fine. Now here, this particular section, you see, there is a skills section here, right? Now I know that my skills, I have 57 skills that the system has extracted from my resume, but now the system can also suggest me some skills. Now this is another good thing, as a candidate, it's not only read my, my particular skill from my resume, but it is asking me click on the suggest skill. Now, if I click on suggest skill, you see, it is saying that, what, these are also some of the skills that might be good to have for this particular job requisition. Have a look at it. Do you feel that any of these are already there in your, in your resume and you have missed to add it probably, If I feel that, oh yeah, JavaScript is something that I know, software architecture, web services are something that I am well aware of, right? So I can add this. Otherwise, I feel that no, as of now, I'm good. These are the skills that I have. I'll go ahead with this. So that's fine. But still, the system is providing me a very good option. It is suggesting me skills that I can add it to my, skills section. Now, these background elements, I would like to remove quickly. Yes, done. Job specific information, I'll fill from the website, click on apply, done. So this was the candidates part. You see how easy it was. A job was matched through my resume, found the job interesting, looked at it, looked at my skill, filled the application, submitted, done. Candidate's job is over. Now let me come back to the recruiter's character, the another role in the story, right? Now this is the one. Let me go to candidates list for planning and scheduling manager. Now here you see there are already some of the candidates that have applied previously. Their column, skills compatibility column, shows that this candidate only 1 out of 14 skills has matched. For this candidate, 5 of 14 has matched. And for Rahul Prasad, 9 out of 14 has matched, right? Now this is the recruiter's view, right? As a recruiter, what do I get? Let's take a step back. Before what was happening? There is a job. I am every day I'm getting somewhere around 50 to 100 applications. Let's assume, right? 50 to 100 applications, I'm receiving them. Now, all I have to do is click on each of the resume, match it with my job description manually, analyze it, and then find out which is the right fit for this particular job. You know, it's such a tedious task for recruiter. Think how tough their life was, like they have to look at that 100, 200 applications on a daily basis and try to analyze, manually while doing other tasks, that these are the 10 top candidates who are matching this particular job description that I have, you know, such a tedious task. Now, what is happening here? The candidate has applied and the system is telling that out of the 14 primary skills that you mentioned in your job description, this is the top 5, this is the top 10. Now all I have to do is basically, as a recruiter, now I know, right? Because those are the skills added by me in the job description. System has matched it with the candidate's resume. All I have to do is basically, select those candidates, have a look at their application, obviously, because that's the part of the process. Then select those candidates and move them to the next step. That's, shortlisted or interview or whatever that is as per your company's process, right? As easy as that. Now, what has happened here? Recruiter's experience has got enhanced. Recruiter is getting a very good experience from the system. The system is providing them something that they were doing till now manually and analyzing it based on their human intelligence, right? But this system has given them some additional data, a great help, because of which they can do their job much faster, much efficiently, right? So now me as a recruiter, again, it's the same thing, word of mouth. I will also tell multiple people outside the organization or maybe globally that, you know what, my company has invested in artificial intelligence. It has improved our lives so much, not only in recruiting, but there are many other areas in SuccessFactor where AI is working, and that is so good, and that improves my experience. I, as a, as a representative of the company, I am going to tell a lot of people. That's basically all together working for the brand of the company, right? So you see how all this is tied. Just small thing. You are throwing a pebble in the pond, right? And there are ripples, and that ripple is basically taking effect in the entire pond, right? So these small things, this small particular change of bringing artificial intelligence into the system, that's not only bringing changes to the candidates' experience and their life, also the recruiter experience, their efficiency. They will become more productive. They can basically spend more time on other tasks, other valuable tasks, rather than just sitting and sorting the applications into the system, right? On top of that, because the experience is getting improved, your brand is getting shining, right? It's getting a shining name all across. The productivity of the entire organization, you think, add these small things. Each employee's productivity is increasing. Overall, the organization's productivity is increasing. right? So this is linking to that. We are meeting, maybe we will meet our targets much earlier than we were supposed to. So these are the things, that basically, are brought in by the artificial intelligence. You see, now coming back to the story, I'll click on this 9 out of 14 skills matched. The system is telling me that out of the primary skills, 14, 9 of them are matching absolutely. There were no secondary skills mentioned in the job description, so there are no match here. But that means that we can add secondary skills as well into the job description, and if at all they are present, it will be matched over here. Then the system is also suggesting me there are other relevant skills, applicant skills that is good to look at, that are team management and etc. etc. So it's not only giving me primary skill, it's giving me secondary skills, and it is also giving me relevant skills, other relevant skills. So very good to have, right? So this was about, now this is about basically, overall the story about skill matching in success factor recruiting. Yeah. I hope this was clear, right? Now moving back to my slide. Okay. We spoke about overview, the demo on the career side. We have already completed that. The demo on the recruiter's view, we have already completed that. Now talking about the benefits, I think it's very clear by now that for the candidate, it's personalized job recommendation, increased transparency, encourages profile enrichment, that, add basically, suggesting skills. Add more skills to your profile, enrich your profile so that you have more chances of, getting the right job and getting into the recruiter's list of, potential candidate. From the recruiter side, we are getting faster shortlisting, reduced manual screening, objective evaluation, right? And it supports internal mobility. That means the internal employees also can be subjected through the same, process. If they have a resume, it will be matched. The AI will match their skills and it will show them to the recruiter. So it also supports the internal mobility. Yeah. So these are the benefits of skill matching. Prerequisites. Now this requires SAP Business AI enabled. Obviously, you will have to reach out to SAP to take the subscription, right? From SAP for SAP AI, right? You can reach out to your customer engagement executive and they will guide you through the process. Second thing is your career site must be powered by career site builder, right? Marketing career site. Third is basically you need to look at your talent intelligence hub. The skills and competency framework should be set up properly, because again, these are the basic things. If you're, we are talking about skill matching. If your base from where the skill is getting matched itself is not right, then basically it's not good to have, it's not good to enable AI into your system. So first thing that you have to work on is basically your skill and competency framework, set up the talent intelligence hub, that's TIH, into your system properly, right? Because those are the skills that are going to get matched. Those are the job descriptions that are going to get matched with the candidate resume. Yeah. And then in the last, once you have all this properly set up, then at last you can basically, go to the admin center and then you can enable the AI related, features. There are certain steps, basically certain configuration steps that even your admins can do, or we can help you in, getting that done, right? And then you can enable it via admin center. Yeah. That's about it for skill matching. Hope you liked the session. Hope the information was clear to you, the benefits were clear to you. If at all you have any questions, please feel free, drop us an email, ask now. Thank you.